Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I love this thing. Guys, I'm running out of red and green sweaters. But we are here with more Christmassy videos, and I realized today that I don't think I've ever done a video like this on this channel, where it's not just testing out different things, different recipes, different products, gadgets, all that stuff, but sharing with you my picks of things that I think are fantastic, that I think are giftable, that myself and my family, we have all been like, yes, absolutely 100%, this has been amazing. And not just amazing, but also like very giftable. So I wanted to do that video today to share all of these things with you. I have done a video like this on RachhLovesLife. If you want to go and check that out, I will link it for you at the end so you can go and see that as well. There's more home and kid stuff in there, as well as beauty, skincare, clothing, that kind of stuff. And I'll also link the gift guide that Lo and I put together of all the things that I couldn't fit in a video or weren't very testable, things that I've seen around the internet or things that I absolutely love and stand by. So I will link that and you guys can go and check it out for more ideas. I also have a bunch of stuff in here that's Lo's that she absolutely loves, so I'm gonna share some of that, which I mean, I stand behind as well, 100%. And I also got some ideas from Dibs, who, as you know, just recently got married. And so she had been gifted a lot of items for her wedding. And so she wanted to share some of her absolute favorites. So have those as well. Not in person, but I have pictures, you'll see. And there's such a variety here. I don't even know where to start. You know what? Let's start with an easy one. A classic, but these are my picks in this category. Mugs. Anytime I use these mugs in a video, I get questions asking where I got them from. And these were actually my Christmas present from last year. And so I wanted to share them because they're amazing. I totally get it. There are these two mugs right here. They're both from David's Tea. I will link them for you down below so you can go and check them out. I love the very subtle pattern design stuff on this one. And then these are just double walled, fantastic mugs. I have two of them now. I just really like the shape, the size, the style. It's just very simple, very clean, very elegant, easy. I think that pairing that, like keeping it really easy with a tea steeper, as well as like some of their favorite teas, that might be an easy gift. And then obviously, I mean, I can't forget my favorite, the Ember Mug. You see it in basically every video. I can't tell you how much I love this. My sister recently got one. I think it's currently on sale. I don't know if it's still on sale, but if it is, I will let you know in the info down below. But this is a mug, if you aren't aware of an Ember Mug, these are mugs that stay hot. So basically they charge on a little charging stand, and then they keep your coffee or tea or whatever it is hot. You can choose the temperature too if you want to be more particular on that. And I loved it so much that Chris ended up getting one as well. So we both have our own and we use them every single day. They're so good because I always leave my coffee somewhere, always. And it's gonna get cold immediately. And this way it actually keeps it warm or heats it up. It's just, I love it. Love it so much. Hot coffee, love it. Next up is a product, it's not cute, but I feel like it's a very practical gift. It could be a good stocking stuffer. I bought these and then my mom asked about them because she saw them in the video, hi mom. And then she ended up getting some, and they are multi-purpose dissolvable labels. So I love these for like cooking purposes because then you can label stuff. So you have the little labels in here and you pull them out and you write on them, standard, but then they dissolve in water. Not just get like, oh, they're easy to come out, dissolve. So they're entirely gone. So you can throw them in the dishwasher, you can run in their hot water, it doesn't matter, they're gone. And I love that for labeling leftovers, for labeling whatever it is that you don't want it on there full time. Because up until this point, I'd just been using like masking tape or whatever, but then you have to physically take it off. This, done, over with, it's gone, and I love these so much. They're great. A great gift that I highly recommend if someone is interested in cooking or is exploring it or getting more into it, highly recommend some sort of salt crock. This is the one that we have. I'm gonna also put over here, this is the one that Dibs has and she loves it. It's like a salt and pepper one. Hers has a lid, ours doesn't. It kind of depends on your preferences. Then with this, give them Maldon flaky salt. They have like little packages of it. You could fill the salt crock if you wish and then gift that with it. Do you want to see? This is how much we love their flaky salt. This is what we have. It's industrial size. I kid you not. This is full of salt, flaky salt, finishing salt, and it's phenomenal. You don't use it for like salting your water or, you know, that kind of stuff. It's more for once the plate is done, you sprinkle some on top, and it is incredible. It adds so much to the dish. And again, it's salt, of course it is, but this in particular, it's just a really good flaky salt, which is literally just like, it's flakes. I don't know if you can see that, but it's flakes of salt. That's what it is. It's just a great addition for anyone who is looking to enhance their like cooking, their chefness, cookingness, meals, I don't know. If you're looking for a more luxe gift, if you're looking for something that someone can use in the kitchen that's really good, but also like a beautiful statement piece, one thing that we got that I absolutely love, you've seen it in the background of my videos every single time, it's gorgeous. It's this pepper mill. I believe the brand is pronounced Peugeot, P-E-U-G-E-O-T. Has a lion on it. But these are absolutely beautiful. You can adjust at the bottom the intensity of the pepper grind, like how big or small you want it. They're gorgeous. They have different sizes, they have different tops. Beautiful, beautiful statement piece. More on the luxe end, but gorgeous. Very giftable. I'll put that back over there where it belongs. Also my salt crock. Okay, this next one, I know we tested this recently. I know we did. But I needed to include it just in case you missed that video because I think this is just such a giftable piece and we have used it so much. And it's this candy machine. You wouldn't know it because it looks basically empty at this point. Number one, doesn't fit gumballs. I had to remove those. It was very sad. Number two was the Skittles. Number three were the jelly beans. Were a huge hit in my family. So it looks empty and sad right now. I'd have to refill it. But this is a great giftable one for maybe in the workplace or a white elephant present, or I mean, you know, loved ones at home too. Everyone likes candy. Maybe not everyone, but you know what I mean. Comes in the red, which I love, very classic, but also white. And then you could just fill it with the person's favorite candy. And I think that this is a really good, thoughtful, fun, easy present. I love this. Okay, now I want to go into some of Lo's favorites, and she was very emphatic that this needed to be included for anyone who has small kids. This is very giftable because I guess something that has been coming up recently, again, all my kids are in like normal mugs, but I'm missing all the gossip. But basically what's been happening is all of the silicone cups and plates and everything, no one wants them anymore. They're bad, and basically they have been affecting the taste of food. Like something in the silicone, it's just been awful. And so people have found, not only just Lo found with her children, but also her friend and her friend's sister, I think, all made the switch out of silicone to these plates and mugs that I'm about to talk about. Not plates and mugs, plates and cutlery, and it improved their eating. So just something to keep in mind, maybe just even, you know, as a note, maybe if you're a parent, if you're finding your kid is struggling and they're eating off of like a plastic or silicone plates, try these. They're definitely more of a splurge. They have a silicone outer edge, which is gonna prevent it from like sliding around too much, but the inside is just like regular glassware. Lo said that Gabby dropped hers on the floor and it did not break. Just worth noting. But it's just otherwise a really normal, easy plate, but it just has some protection around the outside, like a phone case, you know? And then Lo actually informed me, she's like, I think you have one of my forks at your house. And I was like, I do in fact. This is the cutlery that it comes with. It has like a little spot here, so it's not gonna sit on anything. It's lifted off, which is nice. Again, silicone on the outside, but not on the actual cutlery itself. So Lo just loves these. She's told everyone about them. Everyone has switched and loved them. So I thought I would share it with you as well. If you are gifting maybe a new mom or a mom who is struggling with her kid with eating or is looking to, you know, just looking for options, it's always a good gift and a thoughtful one, I think. The other one she wanted to mention is sort of a cheaper alternative to the Yeti cooler, like the can cooler. This is the one that Lo has. It's CamelBak, and she said it's awesome, and Brendan has been talking about how it kept his beer cold the entire day when he was outside. Brendan loves activities and will sometimes forget where he put his stuff down. And so it kept it cold the entire day for him. And the Yeti ones can be expensive, and this is a less expensive option that also works well. Maybe it's 2 of these, 6-pack of beer, something like that. That might be a fun, thoughtful gift. I don't know, just some suggestions. Okay, I have more kitchen stuff. I have so many kitchen things and I'm trying to keep them giftable. So hard. So I'm gonna share one that Dibs also really loves and was really happy that she got as a gift. So I'm going to include it because I was like hemming and hawing. I was like, I don't know, like, do I include it? Do I not include it? Is it giftable? It's this. It's a practical gift. It comes in 3. This is by OXO, and if you don't know, I love OXO. Chris loves OXO. We are an OXO family. Never worked with them, but maybe one day. These are silicone measuring cups, and they have like little grips on the side here. Makes it easy to hold, and then you go like this, and it's easy to pour, easy to clean, different sizes. So Chris uses this a lot for measuring for drinks and stuff. We actually keep it with all of his like drink stuff in the cupboard. And then these ones we just use for everything. They stack at just like They're so good. They're not bulky. Again, they're kind of squishy. They're easy to use. I can't say enough good things about them. They're incredible. Anyone who has talked about stuff, or oftentimes people will ask Chris, like, what do you recommend if you're starting fresh and starting to build out things in the kitchen, Caroline and Scott in particular, and he will always mention these, that they're such a good starter thing. So had to mention them. And then the other thing is also by OXO for anyone out there that enjoys drinks. It is just this cocktail strainer. I think we lost one in the fire one year. I can't remember why, but we had to rebuy it. And Chris was like looking everywhere, was trying to see like, is there a better option? Is there a different? He kept coming back to this one. Again, it's easy, it fits well. Honestly, it cleans well. It's just thoughtfully made. I like the little grip thing here. I'm not one that uses it a lot, but I don't make the drinks in our family. So I wanted to include because it could be a good gift with like some cocktail mix-ins or their favorite alcohol, or what's that book? Death & Co., which sounds like a very aggressive name if you've never heard me talk about it. It's a cocktail book, and Chris and all of the my brothers-in-law love it. And they all get together. Whenever we do get-togethers, they all sit and they're going around and they look through and they try and find a recipe that they're all gonna make together, and then they all sit in the kitchen, they make this recipe, and then they test out the drink. It's really adorable. Death & Co. There's a great book, very like fancy drinks, but they have every single one I think that they've tried from that book. They have highly recommended. So just a thought, just an option. Okay, now we're gonna fly through some of Caroline's favorite things. I don't have them with me, but I have images. So I'm gonna show you, and then I'm gonna tell you why she likes them. This dinnerware set, this like stoneware, she absolutely loves. Highly rated. It hasn't scratched, it hasn't nicked, it hasn't done anything. She loves the like texture of like the pattern on it. It's not a pattern, but you know what I mean? It's sort of that speckled kind of stone look to it. And she said they're very thick and very secure, awesome pieces, and she loves them. And they look gorgeous. They look beautiful. But it made me think of ours. So we have Corelle. I don't know if you've heard stories about Corelle, but I saw a woman, and I don't remember her story. She said it in such a like joking way, considering the situation that she was in. Her home was part of like a fire, or it was in her kitchen, or something happened. I don't know what it is, but she went back to go and see what she could salvage, and so much of it was like burned to a crisp. But the Corelle plates and glass, like all of it, pristine. It was insane. I couldn't believe it looking at that. And I was like, is that my Corelle plates? Like, I felt awful for the poor woman, but like that was crazy for Corelle. They're known for that, and we've had ours for years. No dings, no scratches, no like nothing. They're unbelievable quality. So Caroline also swears by these, but I also had to mention that. Next up, these grocery bags. They are lined, so they're ones that will hold like cold things, but they sit in the cart, which makes it really easy for taking things in and out of the home, you know? This mixing bowl set, which I actually looked at it and I was like, ooh, do I need that? Because I love the fact that the bowls can all be stacked if they want, and the tops, the lids can also be stacked, but you can also then, if you have anything and you want to put it as a leftover, you just put the lid on and then stick it in the fridge. Brilliant, and they look really pretty too. This oil and vinegar topper, she loves it. She does a ton of cooking in her home, so like that just makes a great gift. You could even make it a stocking stuffer if you wanted. And then this stackable water bottle holder. She loves this for all of like their travel mugs and their water bottles, and Scott has so many different coffee tumblers, and so this is an easy way to stack and store them in their apartment, and she loves it. And that is favorites of Dibs 2024. And I feel like it's worth mentioning, though I have mentioned many a times before, so I'm not gonna get too far into it. Ninja Creami. You could also do the Ninja Slushi. I also really like that too, but we've talked about that a ton recently. Ninja Creami is just like, it's just one of those products that like, if I could keep it out on my counter all the time, I would. I don't have the space here, but it's a really good thing. And you can include like some great recipes, like ice cream recipes, or Amazon has little packs of those storage, like the storage containers for the ice cream, so you can pack it all up with that. That's like a big splurgy item, but there's so many recipes you can look up online, and it's such a fun thing to do, and there's so many different ways you could do it. It's just such a giftable thing, and you could go like pool all in on it for someone, or like it's just, I had to mention it. And maybe there's like some sales going up. I don't know. All right, this one is luxe. This is a very luxe present. This was, I believe, a gift for Chris from his parents one year. Chris's birthday's in November, so it was like a birthday and Christmas extravaganza. This is the Staub Dutch oven, and Chris uses it so frequently. So it's a coated cast iron, which means it doesn't need to be seasoned, but he got a ton of flavor. He does a lot of meats in here as well before he does like big pots of stew or pasta sauce or something like that. Really versatile, beautiful piece. Like we have it up, we have like a shelf in our kitchen. So over here houses all of our pots, and this one is up there, and I think it's like just a beautiful piece and very practical. You can use it for a ton of stuff. Moving into a gift that I gifted so many people last year, and I have talked about it at length, so I'm gonna make it brief, but I think it's important. It is this heating pack. This is by Renpho, and basically what it is, it's a huge, big, giant heating pack. It gets really nice and warm. It has warming pieces all the way down the back. You see, I use it basically every single night. It clips in the front. It's weighted in the shoulders. Yeah, and then it also ties, so it like stays positioned against your back. This thing has been so incredibly helpful and so nice and warm. And like even my kids in the morning, I'll put it on like a lower setting, and they'll just sit with it on while they're like reading while I'm making breakfast or something. It's such a nice piece. I recommend it to everyone, and it's unbelievable, unbelievable. Cannot recommend it highly enough. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Actually, speaking of like a home thing, this is actually a gift that we gave to my mother-in-law as well as to Chris's grandparents. It's by Skylight, and it's their like photo frame, and they love it because like then it updates and you can click on it and you see all these fun new photos of things that they maybe got to do. And then, you know, my mother-in-law called and be like, you went apple picking? But I was talking to my mother-in-law about it, and she said it's like one of her favorite gifts, and I mean that always feels good. So that was something we went all in for her for Christmas. I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year, and it was awesome. So if you've been like on the fence about it, it's a really good purchase. We all continue to use it, and also as a bonus, I get to go in and then see all the fun photos of my nieces and nephews. Also love, like an added bonus. Oh my gosh, we are flying now. I wanna talk about something that I actually recently tested on my Rach Loves channel, and so I thought I would bring here, just in case you haven't seen it yet. But I do have another channel if you didn't know that, and it's this blanket. This is Amazon. It's gigantic. It was not that expensive given how gigantic it is. Sometimes Amazon stuff and you're like, you see the picture and you're like, that's not what it's gonna look like. It's going to be like a really thin knit. It's not gonna be that braided look. And it, like this is exactly what I envisioned. It's nice and thick and heavy and soft and comfortable, and oh my gosh, it's so nice. I love this thing. It comes in a couple of different colors. I really like this like beigey color. It's like a good tone of beige, you know? Not too yellow, it's not too gray. It's like a good neutral. Again, just super soft, fluffy, and comfortable. Like who doesn't want that as part of, what are they calling it? A burr basket? This is nice and snuggly. This would be great with like a book or like slippers, I don't know. It's cozy and it's also super cute. Love it. Okay, this next one is more of a recent purchase. Recent as in like the last couple of months. And I feel like this is something that you need to give to someone who's already looking for something like this, but it's the Shark StainStriker. Again, this isn't just like a random gift you just give to someone, but if someone is in the market for something like this, I can attest to the fact that this works so well. It's easy to clean, it's easy to take apart. The product itself works very well. It has two different sizes, so you can do small or the larger one depending on what you're trying to clean. And it's just worked really, really well. Again, it's not for everyone. Not everyone wants to gift that, but I wanted to include it because it works really, really well. Now I want to move into something that you maybe want to gift to a child in your life, maybe a niece, nephew, your own children, a friend's child. Maybe you know things about kids, maybe you don't know. I am here to help. A whole bunch of different price points. Number one, this one I borrowed from my niece, so Lo's daughter Gabby. It is by Melissa and Doug, and you'll note that Lo loves Melissa and Doug. She has so many things from them, and like for good reason, like they make amazing stuff. This is a magnetic take-along jigsaw puzzle, which they took when they were traveling. And basically what it is, because I hadn't seen this before, I'm like, oh, this is new to me. And basically what it is, you can see it has these puzzle, but the puzzle is magnet. So it actually peels up on the edge. I don't want to break it because this is actually Gabby's Christmas present. Don't look at this video, Gabby. But she has a princess one as well, but she was using it. I'm not gonna steal from my niece. I'm not a monster. So Lo, let me show you this, but it's so easy to travel with. So you have the picture here, you have fun things here to complete the scene. The puzzle pieces are really easy. Gabby loves this and she's had so much fun making this, which is why they got her a second one. And it's just an easy travel toy. Everything stays together. You don't need to worry about losing it because again, it's magnet. Just a good travel option. The next one is actually a birthday present that Julia got from Dibs, and it is this interior design coloring book. It's like a minimalist one, but it's so pretty. And so it has all of these very easy, relaxing, like coloring pages. No one's mad at that. And Julia loves interior design and like decorating and stuff like that. So this is like the perfect gift for her. You can see like just fun, relaxing pages. They're easy to color in. And sometimes the interior design ones, they have these like weird lines in them or just weird shadowing, but this one's just a lot easier to color. Anyway, Julia loves it, so I thought I would mention it. One that Connor really loves, this is newer to me, probably in the last like year or so, the mess-free coloring products. So these are basically markers or paint brushes basically, but they don't show up on anything except this specific paper. And at first I was like, oh, like I feel like my kids are gonna go through this so fast. Honestly, it's a lot more than I thought, and I got like a 2-pack of them. 2 of them are attached together, so you kind of rip them apart. Connor loves coloring with this thing. And I don't have to worry about him marking up the table or marking up the floor, because sometimes we need to color on the floor. Lots of different colors to choose from. It gives a nice sort of like a watercolor kind of effect. It's really fun. He really enjoys it, and you get good color payoff, so everyone wins. And since I mentioned Julie and Connor things that they enjoy, this is something that Luke really enjoys. It's a paint by sticker. There's a ton of different options. There's so many different ones. They have ones for little kids as well. We've flown through all of those books. And so my 2 older ones are more into like these ones now, but they make these like beautiful pictures, which I think is super fun. We take them on the plane when we're traveling to the cottage, just playing with them on the couch. Like they love these. It's just an easy, fun activity to just hang out and do, and I'll do them with them too. Honestly, it's super fun. Some books that I wanted to share. So number 1 is I think it's Wonderbly. Yeah, Wonderbly. They make like customized books, so you can make them for grandparents, you can make them for kids, you can make parents, whoever, it doesn't matter. Like there's a lot of different options, and they have a bunch of different kids, and then you kind of make them customized. So we did one that's Super Connor. He's a superhero in it, and you know, it goes through a story. It's really cute. They did a great job. It includes his name in it too, so he thinks that's hilarious. Great books for grandparents. They're great books for kids. They have a ton of different options to choose from, so that's a very like giftable thing, and so I highly recommend. Really good quality too. Like they're nice, like thick, sturdy, good books. And then I have another series that Connor really loves, but then I took it to the cottage and I was reading it to my 2 nieces that are 3 now, and they loved these books. So much so that they ended up getting their own. It is by the author Sherry Dusky Rinker, and she makes this like construction site books, and she has just like a ton of them. So this is just an example of them, but they rhyme, they're fun. They have all of these different construction vehicles that are doing things, demolition ones. There's, I think Goodnight Construction Site was like the first one, but they're really well done, super cute, vibrant, fun, hardworking trucks, tractors, all the different things. Anyway, they're really well done. I bought another one for Connor for Christmas, and I feel like we have them all now. They're awesome. I really love them. And then, what a surprise, another thing from Lo that's from Melissa and Doug. And she specifically chose this one because she's like, not only does Gabby really love doing this one, it's like a little espresso set, like a coffee set. And so it's like, I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but great for pretend play. It has a little mug, you put it in, you have the coffee pods, you put it in, you make the coffee, you know, it's a really fun, super cute set. So I had to include that as well because Gabby loves it. And you made it, everyone. We made it to the end of the video. Very exciting. I will link everything down below so you can go and check it out, but I also have a whole bunch of other things on my Amazon storefront in the gift guide, so you can go and check those out for more ideas. Let me know which one your favorite is, and check out these videos on the side for more ideas. I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic, fantastic Saturday, and I will see you guys all in the next one.